Hello VSG and WLS YouTubers, this is VSG Zac and I'm bringing you my combination week 30 and week 31 weight loss update. I've decided to start posting updates every 2 weeks at this point because the losses have slowed down quite a bit, and as I promised myself earlier, I'm becoming more social and I'm not at home as much in the evenings. As a matter of fact, I'm even thinking about another year of personal training with a new trainer in the evenings. So, that's huge because I've said before, I hate going to the gym in the evenings because it's so crowded. But, yeah, it's more crowded, but there's more eye candy too. So, take the good with the bad. But during tonight's workout, I looked at myself in the mirror and I noticed that I was sweating like a pig. I mean, I felt like I was working out harder than most of the other people in that gym. And, I started thinking to myself, what's wrong with you people? I mean, just because you step foot inside the gym doesn't mean you're going to lose weight and get in shape. You actually have to work too. But I know that's silly of me to think that way. But it did help me come to the realization that I had every right to be there as the rest of them, working out. So that it helped me. So I'm taking a new attitude about working out in the evenings. So I still kind of like working out in the mornings just because I like getting out of the way, but I think the evenings won't be so bad, so we'll have to give it a shot. So let's talk some numbers. At my last weigh-in, which was July 8th, I weighed in at 254.2 pounds. A week later, on July 15th, I weighed in at 257.6. Now that's a gain of 3.4 pounds that week. I did start working out with the trainer again that week and spent a lot more time in the gym, plus various other outdoor activities, one of which I'll tell you about here in a minute. So I didn't think too much of the gain, because I remember earlier this year just working out like a fiend, every 5+ days a week at the gym, and only to show no loss on the scale for several weeks in a row. So I kind of expected the gain. It wasn't surprising, I guess. But this week I weighed in at 251 pounds, even. So while that's a 6.6 pound loss from the previous week, it's actually a more realistic loss of about 3.2 pounds for the last 2 weeks. So I think that's much better, and I'm happy with that. So my highest recorded weight with my initial visit with my surgeon was 401.3 pounds. My journey began with a weight of 392.6, and with a current weight of 251 pounds, I've lost a total of 150.3 pounds since my initial surgical visit. So I've hit 150. I'm 3/4 of the way there now, so it's really getting exciting. I've lost an adult-sized person. I couldn't imagine walking around with someone the size of my former personal trainer on my back, because he weighs 150 pounds. When I think about it in those terms, I'm simply amazed at the progress I've been able to make with this whole journey. And now I'm anywhere between 30 and 50 pounds away from what I think is going to be my ideal goal weight. So that makes me even more excited and driven to do everything I can by the book to ensure that I get there. No time frames here. It happens when it happens, but I am excited about it. Within the last 2 weeks, I've had a couple of NSVs that I wanted to share with you. I finally took my bike out on the bike path. I was a little wobbly at first because the bike path runs along the river, and there's it's like this huge drop off from the bike path down to the river. So I was making very sure that I stayed on it as best as I could. But we ended up going for an 8-mile trip, and it was a beautiful night, and I'm looking forward to the next ride. I wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't have been able to do that last July. There's no way I could have done that. So that's a really good feeling. Also, the company for which I work generously gives all their employees a set of 4 tickets to a local minor league baseball game. It's the Dayton Dragons in Dayton, Ohio. I've gone in years past, but I had never stayed longer than 3 innings because the seats were so small for me, and the the arms of each of the seats just dug into my legs. I mean, my legs were getting numb. It was just so uncomfortable. Well, 2 Sundays ago, we went and I was able to enjoy the entire game with plenty of room to move between the arms of the chair. So it felt wonderful. I mean, it was just, gosh, I just had the biggest smile on my face. It was wonderful. I'm still making plans for my rebirth day this year. Definitely going dancing, and there'll definitely be some drinking, but I'm not sure about the rest. So if there are any pictures fit enough to publish, I'll share them with you later, but I'm still got everything in the works. I'm excited about it too. It's just not a birthday, it's just a new me, a rebirth, whatever you want to call it, so I'm going with it. I also wanted to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers, because I don't think I've done that yet, and I do apologize. I mean, that's very an oversight on my part. I feel bad about that. I hope that I've been able to provide some insight and or motivation with the posts I make, but because I've definitely gained that from the videos that I watch, from your videos. And while I don't always comment, I do watch a lot of videos while I'm on the cardio equipment at the gym, and even in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work, I listen to them at that point. So you're all very inspiring, and I hope the newly sleeved people will share their journeys as well, because their experiences will help others in making their future weight loss surgery decisions. So a big thanks to you all, with much love and respect, seriously. That is all I have for this week and for last week. I hope everyone is I hope that everyone that is having the procedure soon or have recently had it is doing well and is excited for what the coming months will bring. I am truly excited for you. And remember, nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.